perfectionist. Shout out to everyone who is catching the replay. If you all want to fast forward a couple of minutes because you don't want to sit through me waiting for YouTube to push the video out, you can fast forward. YouTube, I need you to push this out in the algorithm to high achieving women. Send this video to perfectionists. Send this video to the woman who doesn't want anyone to know she's actually human. Hello. Send this video out to the woman that's always beating herself up. Let it pop up in her feed. Thank you. If you are new here, welcome. This is day 3 of the Nervous System Reset Challenge. Welcome to the healing side of YouTube. I said I was going to sit down today, but I may have to stand up. Hold on, as soon as I clean my glasses, I can see who this is, because baby, I don't have glasses or contacts. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, y'all. Quanda, good afternoon. Thank you for the heart. YouTube, I need y'all to push this video out, please and thank you. Y'all, do I be having my pants jacked up? I just feel like I love high-waisted pants. So sometimes it gives like Laura Urkel. Don't judge me. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I really want to sit down, but maybe I'm just going to have to do it like this today. Because it's like, well, what about? It gets darker. What's up, Erica? All right, you all. So welcome to day 3. If you are a first timer, perfect time. Okay, today we're talking about perfectionism and people pleasing. Okay, why this is not your personality. This is a nervous system issue. All right. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Quanda. So if you've ever dealt with perfectionism, drop a pink heart in the chat. If you've ever dealt with perfectionism, like I'm on here right now. My edge is not even laid, but it's okay. Because I can't be perfect. Thank you, Candace. All right, so you got the praise, right? You got the praise. She did multiple pink hearts. That's hilarious. You got the praise. You got the promotions. You got the applause. You got the, oh girl, you're so reliable. I can always count on you comments. You got all of this. And everyone thinks that you have it all together. Perfectionist. But on the inside, your nervous system, they don't know this. Your nervous system is bracing for the next mistake. Your nervous system is bracing for the next critique. Okay? Perfectionism. Your nervous system is braced for the moment that people actually find out you're not perfect. Here's what you need to know. Perfectionism is not your personality. This isn't your personality. This is how your nervous system learned to stay safe. And I'm going to break it down. Some of you all, you've heard me talk about this before. Others of you, you may be shocked to learn that no, you're not just I'm a perfectionist. No, baby, you're in survival mode. All right. So over the next 45 minutes, you're going to learn how perfectionism dysregulates your body, why people pleasing keeps you exhausted, and one gentle practice that's going to help you feel safe being good enough. Thank y'all for hitting the like button because that pushes it out into the algorithm. All right. So welcome to day 3. Can y'all drop some confetti in the chat? I wish I could do the confetti emoji. I wish I could do like sounds and stuff, but I don't want to get demonetized. Drop some confetti emoji in the chat. We're about to get it started. So let me describe you. You're the reliable one. You're the one who always delivers. You're the one people can always count on, right? You're the one who always comes through and you do it right. You don't mess up in public. You do everything right. So you get praised for your work. You look successful. You seem like you have it all together, but this is your private reality. You have a complete meltdown after getting feedback, even constructive criticism. You have a complete meltdown, okay? And it can be small things. You still have a meltdown. You feel like a fraud, even though everyone else thinks you're amazing. You feel like you're just faking it. Your body is constantly tight, your jaw, your shoulders, your neck, your chest. You redo things that are already good over and over and over again because you're trying to get it perfect. You also procrastinate on things that matter because if it can't be perfect, what's the purpose of even starting? So you keep putting it off. Okay, drop a white hat in the chart if any of that sounds like you. Put a white hat in the chart. A white hat. A white. Sorry, y'all. Drop a white heart in the chat if that is you. Please hit the like button as you come in and help me push this video out to more high achieving women who struggle with perfection. Okay, a like is free. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. So here's what I need you to understand. Okay, here's what I need you to understand. Perfectionism is not ambition. Perfectionism is not just you having, oh girl, I just have high standards. So yeah, I'm a perfectionist. Wrong. And it's not just who you are. Brace yourself for what I'm about to say. Perfectionism is a trauma response. I'm going to let y'all sit with that. Perfectionism is a trauma response. Okay. This is how your nervous system learned to avoid rejection, punishment, chaos, or abandonment. And today we're about to unpack all of this. So this is what we're covering today, how perfectionism dysregulates your system, your nervous system, flight, fight, freeze. We're going to talk about the perfectionist double life pillar. You're the one everybody relies on. You're living a double life. Okay? We're going to talk about how to release perfectionist shame without spiritual bypassing and a gentle practice to feel safe just being good enough. You don't have to be perfect, just being good enough. Okay? So by the end of this session, you're going to see what perfectionism really is. And baby, it's not a personality trait, it is a survival pattern. I'm also going to teach you how to rewire it. So let's go. Somebody say lovely fingers. I don't know what that means. So let's talk about how perfectionism is actually formed. I don't know what that means. And I can't just be agreeing with stuff. I don't know what that means. So somewhere along the way, it could be in childhood, it could have been at your job, it could have been in church, it could have been in a relationship. But somewhere along the way, your nervous system learned that if I'm perfect, I can avoid rejection, I can avoid abandonment, I can avoid chaos. I just have to be perfect. Okay, so maybe you grew up in an environment where, and a lot of people learn this, a lot of it, a lot of times it starts in childhood. Okay, okay, let's put the mic here so I can put my hair wherever I want. A lot of times this starts in childhood. So you could have grown up in an environment, you could have grew up in an environment where love felt conditional. You don't know nothing about unconditional love, baby. It was always conditional. Could have been a relationship like that too. Mistakes led to criticism or withdrawal. They would pull away. Okay. Being good was the only way to feel safe. Or Chaos always happened when things weren't right. So your nervous system has created this rule that perfect equals safe, imperfect equals danger. There's this unwritten rule. And now, years later, even though the threat is gone, you still operate like this. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Type safe in the chat if perfectionism has been a way of staying safe. Type it in the chat, all right? So this is what it looks like in your nervous system. Perfectionism shows up in three main ways. It depends on your dominant nervous system state. We talked about the nervous system states yesterday, the dominant ones. I think that was yesterday when we did that. Y'all know when it comes to time, everything runs together. I get lost in time. But I think it was yesterday when we talked about that. So perfectionism shows up in three ways. Number one, flight mode. This is when you're dealing with anxious perfectionism. So you overwork, you overplan, you cannot stop until it is flawless. Everything has to be flawless. You redo things that are already good over and over and over and over again. You get on your own nerves. You're constantly in motion because you are trying to stay ahead of failure. So that's number one, flight mode. Then there's fight mode. A lot of high achieving women deal with this fight mode, that harsh inner critic. You attack yourself for every mistake, baby. Some of y'all have heard me talk about it. Nobody could tear me down better than I tore myself down. I used to beat myself up so bad. Some of you struggle with that. So you attack yourself for every little thing. You are controlling and micromanaging every single detail. You snap at yourself. Others too, but we talking about yourself. You go off on yourself when things are not right. Your inner voice, brutal. You're calling yourself an idiot. How am I an idiot? I'm just an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. How did I not see that? I'm never good enough. That's not good enough. You should have did it better. You tear yourself down. You give yourself a black eye all by yourself. So that is fight mode, the harsh inner critic. And then there's freeze mode. This is the perfectionist procrastination. Okay. You can't start it because it's not perfect. So why even bother? What's the point of starting? You keep procrastinating, just putting it off until the perfect time or until you seemingly have all the things you believe you need. You're not even going to start. You feel paralyzed when you're faced with big tasks. You avoid things because the pressure alone feels overwhelming. Okay? You scroll, you numb out, and you distance yourself. So that is freeze mode. Tiffany, what's up, girl? I'm glad you made it live, Tiffany. So that's freeze mode, okay? So I want you to drop it in the chat. Which one is normally the loudest for you? Is it flight, where you tend to overwork, perfectionist? Is it fight, where you beat yourself up? Oh my God, I'm so stupid. This is so dumb. I don't know why I can't get this right. That's fight. Or is it freeze? You just procrastinate. You put it off. You make up all types of excuses why you can't start yet because it's not perfect. If you're able to type, let me know which one is the loudest for you. Flight, fight, or freeze. I want to see what you all say. Unless I know some of y'all at work. A lot of y'all at work. Don't forget to hit the like button when you all come in. Let me see if anybody's going to comment. Freeze and flight. Thank you, Tiffany. Both of them. Which one used to be my dominant one? I think fight used to be my dominant one. I vacillated between all of them, but that fight, baby, I used to wear myself out. I was so harsh on myself. I know God was on the throne, like he probably was up there crying. Just why is this girl like this? I probably made him sad. Candace said, I think it says flight and freeze. Y'all know the phone is kind of far. Okay. All right. So this thing is real, okay? Even if you're watching the replay, y'all, let me drink some water. Sorry. Even if you're watching the replay, drop it in the chat and let me know which one is your dominant go to, okay? So let's talk about what this does to your body, because perfectionism keeps your nervous system in chronic threat mode. And it may seem crazy, right? You're just think, oh, I just thought I was a high achiever. You mean to tell me that perfectionism is a survival pattern? It absolutely is. So when you're dealing with perfectionism, your body is constantly bracing. It's bracing for the mistake. I was not coughing like this until I came live. It's bracing for the mistake. It's bracing for that criticism. What are they going to say? It's bracing for the moment that people actually see you're not perfect. I don't know why you want to put on this persona that you are. Do you know, okay, this is going off topic a little bit, but do you know when it comes to social media, those of you that are content creators, I'm all about being authentic. I don't try to be anybody else. But do you know one thing that many people teach? If you want people to resonate with you, show your mistakes. Some people even use this on in their content on purpose, because people like when you make mistakes. They like when you stumble over words. When people like it because they feel connected. They say, "Oh, she is human." So there are some people who purposely do things in their content that's like they purposely do it the wrong way. And this is not rage baiting. That's a total different method. But they purposely do things the wrong way just to show that they're human, because it makes people connect more. Okay, so I don't know why you're walking around trying to be perfect. So this shows up as chronic tension, perfectionism in your body. It shows up as chronic tension, jaw clenching, tight shoulders, a locked neck. It also shows up as anxiety spikes, especially around deadlines, any type of feedback that you're receiving, or when you have to be evaluated. Okay. It shows up as exhaustion because there's constant vigilance and overworking. And then it shows up as panic or shutdown after you make small mistakes. Okay. Your body is reacting like it is life or death. What did I tell y'all a few weeks ago? Start asking yourself, and it may sound harsh, but start asking yourself, when you mess up, but did anybody die? I mean, unless you're a brain surgeon or a heart surgeon that's following me, it's not that deep. Okay. So some of you, your body is reacting to small mistakes like it is a life or death situation, and it's because of perfectionism. So research shows that perfectionism correlates with higher cortisol, anxiety disorders, and burnouts. Perfectionism. Your body was not designed to be perfect. It was designed to be human. Do I need to say that again? Your body wasn't designed to be perfect. It was designed to be human. And when you try to force it to be perfect, baby, it is going to break down. Period. Okay, so type exhausted in the chat if your body is feeling that right now. If you're someone who is dealing with perfectionism right now, drop exhausted in the chat, even if you're watching the replay. And I need you to know, I tell y'all this all the time, you are not broken. I used to tell myself that all the time. You are not broken. Your nervous system is doing what it was designed to do. Okay? It's trying to protect you. That's what it was designed to do. But we're going to retrain it today. Now, let's talk about this double life you've been living. Thank you, Candace. Let's talk about this double life. Am I? Okay. Y'all know I be giving myself a time limit. So, as far as you being the public perfectionist, you're the reliable friend, leader, daughter, co-worker, etc. You always deliver. People praise you. I can always count on you to get it done. You get the promotions, the recognition, the opportunities. Doors are swinging open. This is the public perfectionist. But your private reality goes a little like this. You feel like a fraud. You have imposter syndrome. You're successful, but you still struggle with imposter syndrome. You melt down after the smallest feedback, whole breakdown. You resent the exhaustion that you feel, but you still can't stop. You think if they really knew me, they'd see that I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Okay? This is the perfectionist curse. Y'all know I be having problems saying certain words. The perfectionist curse. The world rewards your survival pattern. You get applauded. And this is keeping your nervous system in constant threat mode because you're getting applauded. Okay? Type double life if you ever thought they think I'm amazing, but I feel like a disaster. Type double life. And there's one part I said I'm gonna use props. Y'all know I like props. I'm gonna see what I can put together. Type double life, even if you're watching the replay. Okay? If you ever said, yeah, they think I'm amazing, but I feel like a disaster. I'm a hot mess. I promise you, thank you, Candace. You are not the only one. You are not alone, okay? This is where it gets even heavier. For a lot of high achieving women, perfectionism shows up as people pleasing perfectionism. So you're not just trying to be perfect at the different tasks that you have to do. You're trying to be the perfect caregiver. You're also trying to be the perfect friend. You're also trying to be the perfect daughter. You're trying to be the perfect mother, the perfect girlfriend, the perfect wife, the perfect fiance, the perfect leader, and the perfect emotional glue. Because what? You're the one that holds everybody else together. I almost got dizzy saying that. So I know you're tired. Okay? You say yes even when you mean no. You overextend yourself just to keep the peace. Y'all better start learning to tell people you feel responsible for everyone's feelings. Not sure why, not your responsibility. I'm gonna need you to come on up out of that, okay? And you can't set boundaries. Why? Because that would make you feel imperfect. So you can't set a boundary. I should be able to handle it all. And saying no, that feels like failure. So is this where my prop comes in? Yes. Let me get my props, y'all. I promise I'm not going to log off. You stop something. Listen, I got on socks. So this is my first prop. Let me tell you why this is my first prop. Because you want everybody to think you perfect. So we're going to put on this crown, right? Y'all know it might fall off because I don't have it pinned down. This is the first prop. Here we go. Perfectionist. But you carrying everybody's stuff. So let me get some stuff real quick, y'all. Let me grab. You're just ignoring your body. But you're going to carry everybody else's stuff. Here we go. This is you, perfectionist. I'm just picking up random stuff, y'all. This is you. Instead of saying no because you're going to feel like a failure, you picking up everybody's stuff and you keep showing up. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. You're holding everyone together. You're being the pillar. Here we go. This is you. I can't even move good. I feel like I'm going to knock something down. This is you. Trying to be a pillar. Who got that song, Bag Lady? Your nervous system is screaming, this is too much. Your nervous system is saying, I can't keep doing this, but this is you. Huh? Here we go. You can't stop. I think I just hit my TV. You can't stop. You can't stop carrying everybody else. Why? Because being needed to you, that feels like being loved. You need to be needed. Let me put this down before I break something. You need to be needed. So you carrying all this stuff because you don't know who you are outside of what you do. And if nobody needs you, if you're not needed, who are you? You don't know. Oh, okay. I hope this is making sense. Drop your favorite color heart in the chat if this is resonating. Here's your aha moment. The world rewards your survival pattern. You get praised for overworking. You get told, oh, you're so selfless because you are people pleasing. You get called strong for holding everyone else up. But guess what's happening? I was about to pick something else up and fall on the floor. Your body is collapsing under this weight. You are being praised from the people around you. Society, social media, it could be your job, your church, your friend, these people are praising you, and your body is literally collapsing. You know what I just thought about? The lady who went viral, the chef who went viral, can't even remember. I don't know if that was last year or the year before that. People loved her food. That lady kept talking about how she needed a break on social media. They wanted her to cook, though. They wanted her plates. And then what happened? She finally, after complaining for I don't know how long, she finally took a break. And while she was taking a break, she never woke up. Her body was collapsing under the weight, although people were pushing her, praising her for her food. Girl, you selling plates today? When you cooking this again? I want this food so bad. Instead of listening to her body that was collapsing, she was intoxicated by the applause. And I shouldn't say intoxicated because maybe, I don't know what she was dealing with. Maybe she wasn't intoxicated. Maybe she was in a situation where she just felt like she couldn't stop. I don't know. All I know is when she finally decided to listen to her body, it was too late. Her body collapsed under the weight. Listen, you're not failing. Okay, Candace said last year. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. You're not failing, but the system is broken. Okay? And real quick, let's talk about this imposter syndrome. Syndrome that a lot of high achieving women deal with. You're objectively successful. You've accomplished the real things. You have the degrees on the wall and the certificates, and you got all them things, and all the, like, behind your name is all type of letters and abbreviations and all of that stuff. You have the evidence that you are good at what you do, baby, and yet you feel like a fraud. Y'all know there are people out here like millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, gazillionaires that don't even have a high school diploma. Like, do y'all know that? I'm not against education at all, okay? But I'm just saying, there are people out here that's getting to the bag. But you have all this stuff and you still feel like you're a fraud. You think, oh, I'm just good at faking it. And one day they're going to figure out, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just out here faking it. This is what you're thinking in your mind. Why? Because your perfectionist nervous system cannot accept success. Your perfectionist nervous system cannot accept success because accepting success, accepting the fact that you are really good, it may cause you to relax, and you can't do that You have to stay in alert mode, perfectionist. Okay. If you relax, oh my God, you might make a mistake. Hello? If you make a mistake, you might be rejected. Then people might leave you. They're going to abandon you. Do you see the pattern? So your nervous system keeps you in constant striving. Constant, constant. You can't relax. You got to strive. Make it make sense. So you're not an imposter. You're just stuck in a survival loop. Okay? You're stuck in a survival loop. But we're about to break it. Type scene in the chat if this is resonating. Type scene in the chat. It is the enemy of rest. Listen. So let's talk about shame. Ooh, a song just popped in my ear. Don't do it. Let's talk about shame because perfectionism and shame are deeply connected. Okay? Shame says, I am not enough. I just went through deliverance from shame. So shame says, I'm not enough. And for perfectionists, the shame ends up living in your body. So it could be the heaviness in your stomach or your chest. It could be the urge to shrink or hide. You don't want to take up space. You're embarrassed. It could be the feeling of being found out or the panic when someone sees your imperfection. You really need to stop caring. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I made a mistake. Who cares? What you gonna do? You can't beat me up. That's what they're saying now. You can't beat me up. Okay. So if you're able to, that is so funny. I want you to close your eyes for a minute if you're able to. If not, just soften your gaze. And I want you to notice where you feel shame in your body right now. Only if you're able to close your eyes. Don't be driving talking about RONESHIA said, close my eyes, please. Notice where you feel shame in your body. Y'all got to learn how to read the room. Read the room, boo. All right. So don't try to fix it. Don't try to make it go away. Just notice it. So maybe you feel it in your chest. You may feel it in your throat, feeling like you're unable to speak. You may feel it in your stomach. You may feel it in your shoulders. Tiffany says stomach. Thank you, Tiffany. All right. So open your eyes now. Let me know, is there anybody else that felt shame anywhere? Y'all know you can feel things in your stomach, in that stomach. Listen, shame lives in the gut. That stomach can pick up on things before your mind does. Candace says shoulders. Your body is holding shame, and a lot of times it's holding shame that doesn't even belong to you. Okay? Here's where a lot of faith-based or mindset approaches get it wrong. They tell you, oh, just pray more. Just trust God more. Now, you already dealing with shame. Just trust God more. Girl, you just need to think positive. And here it goes. Raise your vibration. Say, sis, you need to raise your vibration. Get you some sage. That's what they're telling y'all. And then when the shame doesn't go away, guess what happens? You feel even more shame. You're not ashamed of being imperfect. You're now ashamed because your faith couldn't just take it away. You couldn't faith it away. You couldn't pray it away. So now you have shame on top of shame. Oh, but the Bible says for your shame, what? Okay, he'll give you double. This is called spiritual bypassing. Spiritual bypassing, and it's dangerous because it tells your body, listen, your fear isn't valid. It ain't valid. Your pain, that's not real. You just need to think better thoughts. But your nervous system does not respond to logic. It responds to safety and just telling yourself, oh girl, just trust God more. When your body is actively in threat mode, that's not going to create safety. Telling yourself that it's not going to work. It's going to create more shame because then you're going to beat yourself up. Oh my God, I thought I trusted you. I thought I had the faith. I thought I was a believer. I thought I was obedient. Do y'all see the cycles? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see this? I used to struggle with this too. Okay. So type bypass if you were ever told to just pray about it when you were struggling. And that's all they said. Oh, just pray about it. Here's what actually works. Where am I at? Okay. Here's what actually works, you all. To release perfectionist shame, you have to do three things. Number one, y'all already know what it is. Acknowledge it. Some people think that acknowledging something is the same as coming in agreement with it, like you're embracing it. That ain't the same thing. You cannot get free from anything you refuse to acknowledge. You have to stop pretending. You have to come out of this I'm seeing like a dark street, this street of denial, alley of denial. There it is. It's like I'm seeing a dark alley. You got to come out of this alley of denial. You got to acknowledge this thing if you want to be free. So number one, you have to acknowledge it. Okay. Of course, my nervous system believes imperfection is danger. It's because that kept me safe. You're not blaming yourself. You're just understanding the function. You're understanding what's happening. Does that make sense? That's number one. Number two, you have to learn how to hold both truths. You can hold truth about your worth while tending to the sacred parts of your body. Hello? Hello? Okay. So you don't have to choose between faith and nervous system work. The Bible actually supports nervous system work. For those who think, oh my God, what happened to RONESHIA? She's no longer. No, come on back. Come on back. You don't have to choose between faith and nervous system work, you all. You can believe that you are loved by God and still acknowledge that your body needs regulation. Jesus used to regulate. Whenever he left the crowd, he said, screw them, let me go on off to myself. Even Jesus regulated. Okay? So number two, hold both truths. And number three, you need to learn how to release what doesn't belong to you. Like I said earlier, a lot of you are carrying shame that isn't even yours. It is from the parent who criticized you. Hello, don't get me started. Even generational shame. Now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say I had a dream recently. Some of you are even dealing with generational shame. Okay. It was passed down your bloodline. This shame isn't even yours. Some of you, you're dealing with shame from a teacher who embarrassed you in school. All right. Some of you, you're dealing with shame because the church taught you that you weren't good enough. Do not get me started with those overly strict churches. Don't, mm-mm, mm-mm. Stay on course, Renisha. Some of you are dealing with shame because of the boss who used to pick at you at work because he or she was really jealous of you because you did their job better than they did. There have been multiple times where I was at a company and I used to wonder how in the world did my boss get their job? And I'm down here getting paid pennies and I'm doing your work. Like how you even sitting in the seat? Okay. Some of you are dealing with shame because the culture says that women have to be perfect. Candace said, I see it clearly now. That shame belongs to them, not you. And your job is to do what? Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. I don't have, this is something I say, and I know this isn't a spiritual whatever live, but one thing I say, I don't have to accept anything Jesus did not die on the cross for you to have. Now I get it, everybody that follows me does not believe in Jesus. That's on you. I do. I don't have to carry anything that he didn't die on the cross for me to have. Period. Give it back. Okay. So we're going to practice this right now. We're almost at the end, you all. I need you to get comfortable if possible. I know you all watch me from work, but if it's possible, I need you to get comfortable. Put your feet on the floor. Let your feet touch the floor. Let your hands rest. We're going to do what I call the good enough exhale. And I promise y'all, I'll be using this stuff in real life. Like where I used to be a perfectionist, it could have been with content, with emails. It don't even matter. Text messages, phone calls, some work I had to do. Baby, now I'm like, this is good enough. I don't care. Let me put it out. Okay. So we're going to do what is called the good enough exhale and permission to progress. This practice is going to rewire your nervous system to feel safe being imperfect. You do not have to be perfect. Okay. This is not us trying to think your way out of perfectionism. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. This is not us trying to think your way out of perfectionism. We're just going to breathe our way into a new baseline that says good enough is safe. Okay. So before we start, I need you to think of low stake moments where you felt this perfectionist pressure. Not your biggest trigger, just like a 2 or 3 out of 10. So it could be sending an email that has a typo in it. It could be posting on social media, posting something on social media that wasn't perfect. I'm telling y'all what I know. People purposely mess up in their content because it connects with people. It connects more with the audience. Okay. So it could be, hello, leaving dishes in the sink at night or showing up to something without being fully prepared. I just want you to think of something. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds. All right, so hopefully you have something in your head. Now we're going to rewire it. So I want you to close your eyes if you are able to. If not, just soften your gaze a little bit. Take a moment to notice this perfectionist tension, whatever you're thinking about. Where does it show up in your body? Where? Figure out where it shows up. It might be your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, or somewhere else. I just want you to notice it. That's it. Now we're about to do some breathing. I'll do the counting, okay? When we get to the part where you exhale, over in this first round, when you're exhaling, you're going to say just real softly or inside, and you can even say it inside, good enough is safe. This is what you're going to say when you exhale. You're going to inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Let's go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. And I want you to silently say, good enough is safe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do it again. I want you to inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale for 6 counts. And as you're exhaling, I want you to say, I'm allowed to progress, not to be perfect. And I need y'all to feel this while you're breathing. Let's do it again. Inhale through your nose, 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale for 6 counts. And as you exhale, I need you to unclench one area of your body. It can be your hands, your jaw, your belly, whatever. Relax it. And then say, I don't have to hold it all perfectly right now. And the reason why sometimes I count and sometimes I don't, I'm teaching you this. I don't want you to depend on me and my voice. You understand? Let's do it again. Inhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale for 6 counts. And as you exhale, I want you to say, mistakes don't make me unlovable. And that's for somebody. That's for somebody, because I feel that thing I be feeling. Y'all know what I be feeling when I want to cry all of a sudden out of nowhere. And I know it's for somebody that's watching live or catching the replay. So even though you've already exhaled, I need you to say that line again. Say, mistakes don't make me unlovable. Whoever that's for. All right, we're going to do 2 more rounds. I think 2 or 3 more rounds. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it. Exhale for 6 counts. 4, 5, 6. Notice what part of your body feels softer, even if it's just a teeny weeny teeny piece, just 5%. Notice any part of your body that feels softer. This is what good enough feels like in your nervous system. Not perfect, just enough. Let's do it again. Take 1 more breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after you exhale, I want you to say, I am safe being human. And I want you to say it as many times as you need to. I am safe being human. All right, I want you all to gently bring your awareness back. Drop 1 word in the chat. How does your body feel now compared to before we did the exercise? Candace said, still felt that back is softer. Anybody else? Let me know how your body feels. Softer, lighter, safe, relieved. Drop it in the chat, even if you're watching the replay. Okay, this is what relaxed. Tiffany said relaxed. This is what nervous system safety feels like, y'all. This is regulation. This is freedom. This is what it feels like when perfectionism loses its grip. My bad. All right, here's your homework because I gotta go. Well, you have to go. Here's your homework. So today, tomorrow, this week, whenever you catch a perfectionist thought, whenever you're trying to redo something over and over and over again that's already good, or when you're punching yourself in the face, beating yourself up for the tiniest mistake, I want you to pause and you're going to do 3 good enough breaths. So you're going to do these rounds, this breathing, this breath work. You're going to do it 3 times. After you do it the 3rd time, you're going to ask yourself, what is my body afraid will happen if this isn't perfect? So remember when I told you earlier to figure out something on a scale of maybe a 2 or 3 out of a 10. So it could be the dishes, the laundry not being folded, whatever. Y'all know what y'all be dealing with, okay? After you do these 3 rounds, you're going to say, what is my body afraid will happen if this isn't perfect? Okay? So maybe it's going to be, well, people will see I'm a fraud. Maybe you're someone that's a content creator, but you don't want to create content because you need to be perfect because the girl by Maybe it's I'll be rejected. Maybe it's I'll lose control. Maybe, oh, well, this person is going to be mad at me. Why are you worrying about somebody else's emotions? You're not responsible for that. Okay. So that's your homework. You're going to name the fear, you're going to breathe with it, and then you're going to remind your body that good enough is safe. Type good enough in the chat if you're going to commit to doing this assignment. Type good enough and take another deep breath. Hello. All right. So before we close, here's a quick reminder. If you're realizing that you need more than these 5 days to rewire these perfectionist patterns, grab my reset kit. It is linked right there. It's only $47. It includes 5 guided audio practices. Okay. You have a workbook, a digital workbook. You can print it out or you can use it digitally. That is completely up to you. It has journal prompts for each day. I included a 30-day nervous system tracker so you can actually see your patterns and keep up with that. You get a 10 micro practices PDF where I give you 10 things that you can do that will regulate you within 60 seconds. Stop playing with me. And then you get private access with you get private chat access to me during the challenge. So the link is in the description. It'll be underneath the video as well. This is only going to be available as a standalone product until Friday when the challenge is over. Okay? So if you know, you know. You don't need it to finish this challenge, but if you're really serious about this work and integrating it, this will be perfect for you. All right. So tomorrow is day 4. We are talking about going from surviving to thriving. What does a nervous regular? What does I'm trying? Let me slow down. I have class in a little bit, so I'm like I need to get off here, take a break so I can be in class. Let me slow down. Tomorrow is day 4. We're talking about going from surviving to thriving, what a regulated nervous system actually feels like, and how do you maintain it in real life. It will be same. I'll be live at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can set your reminder. Sign up for the challenge. Of course, it's free, but if you want the emails and things like that, you can sign up. You can send a link to your friend, your homegirl. You know she's a high achiever. She's a perfectionist. She needs this nervous system reset. You can send her this link, okay? A lot of people are actually on this nervous system wave right now. All right, this is actual, it is a thing. So, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, before you go, I want you to drop one area you're going to choose to be good enough tomorrow. So, what area of your life are you going to choose? Oh, people are already dropping off. They thought I was done. One area that you're going to choose to say, you know what? I'm going to just go with good enough. Drop it in the chat. I'll give y'all a few seconds. Thank you, Candace and Tiffany, for committing. Sleeping. Ooh, Tiffany. Honey, that is tea. That is tea. Cleaning. Come on, Candace. Not I don't know why this apostle just, okay. It does not have to be. Have a seat, Candace. All right, so make sure you all work on that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving yourself permission to be human. Hello, you are not a robot. You are not a robot. You're not a robot. You are not a robot. All right. You're doing the work. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. You can actually buy robots now, I think. Or maybe that's just in like China or Japan. I don't know. I'll see y'all tomorrow.